Hey everyone, happy Friday. How are you doing today? So as a continuation to yesterday's video about, the whole crazy stock market thing where individual people are taking out these massive hedge funds, billions and billions of dollars. They are trying to bankrupt them essentially. And it is an amazing sight, amazing time that we live in, isn't it? Isn't it absolutely incredible? It is absolutely incredible. But today we're going to do a little bit of a continuation of that, because yesterday, when I made that video, it was early in the morning. Just like today, really early in the morning. This was before I got some other news regarding some other shady, illegal activity done by Robinhood, as well as a few other stockbrokers. So, if you're not familiar, Robinhood is an easy way for you to invest money in the stock market online. It was probably one of the first platforms that I had heard of that I actually used for a brief period of time, but it doesn't really offer more advanced tools and advanced type of orders and everything. So for the most part, I don't really use it. It's just, if you want to use it for certain things, it may be okay, but if you want to look at like detailed charts and all this, it's really not your type of bet. But you may have seen commercials about it. I've talked about it before, and I think for someone who's brand new to it, maybe it's a pretty good idea. But here's what they did, which was illegal, and what a few others did. We live in a type of society where the law is that this is a free market. Anyone can invest, anyone can buy and sell whatever that they choose if they have the money to do so. Okay? Robinhood and a few others restricted some of those volatile names, such as GameStop and the AMC, and this caused a lot of problems because, let's take a look for a moment. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. Class action lawsuit filed against Robinhood following outrage over GameStop stock restrictions. Let's see what else we have. Robinhood faces backlash from both parties for limiting trades. Yeah, look, both the Republicans and the Democrats are getting along for once. It's about time. Robinhood to follow limited buys on GameStop AMC on Friday. So yes, they're actually changing that now, maybe because they realize it's backfired and they have a lawsuit against them. So let's discuss what the problem is, because if, for example, and I'm not in any of these positions, as I mentioned yesterday, these things are, the way that they move, it is very, very risky for me. And I don't usually take on that sort of excess risk. But let's just say, for example, all right, I want to buy some GameStop at, a few $100, whatever it is at, or some AMC, or Nokia was another one, or American Airlines is another one. Tootsie Roll apparently was also another one. Let's just say I wanted to buy some of those. Well, I wouldn't be able to on Robinhood. If I own position, I could only sell it. I could not buy it. And what happens when you sell? The stock goes down. So Robinhood users are saying that this is direct collusion with some of these hedge funds here that are trying to make some money by short selling the stock, meaning that they're selling it to make money. They want the price to go down. Think about it for a moment. If you can't buy any more shares, if you can only sell, and you see the price plummeting, there's plenty of people who are going to be like, I have to sell. I got to get out of here before it goes down too far. I'm losing a ton of money. You sell, and they win. On Twitter yesterday, a lot of the things that I saw was do not sell or buy the dip or whatever it was. It was just insane. So I'm sure a lot of you saw that as well, because it's just, yesterday was a really crazy day. It really was. So when you see these things and these companies are restricting, that very much is a form of collusion there with these hedge funds. Like, the hedge funds have to make money because they are out a lot of money right now, billions and billions and billions of dollars. that these companies are out because they're short selling it, but it went the opposite way for them. It went up instead of down. So they lost tons of money. But people do not want to sell. People want to screw these companies over. So I say, applaud to you. Now, the platform that I use, this is the platform that I use. Even trading for certain stocks was restricted on here as well. And it says, update, this is GameStop, this is AMC movie theaters, and I'm not entirely sure what that one is, but I've heard of that one as well. If those are the only ones that are restricted on there, then that's fine. But the other thing is, and I don't even see the post now, but earlier in the day, early in the morning, they said that their clearinghouse that manages the money and the transactions and that sort of thing forced them to halt trading of those stocks. Now, I think that they would probably allow it if they could, but they were forced to stop it. Robinhood, on the other hand, seemed to just do it on their own. That was their own decision to do so. And they said today, limited buys. What is limited buys? One share, 2 share? Again, this is illegal activity here. Now, regarding the whole Webull thing, there were multiple things that I was looking at yesterday, multiple stocks that I was looking at yesterday, and there were 3 of them that I wanted to place orders for that I could have, made a significant amount of money from in a brief period of time. You buy and sell. I couldn't do it because the platform at that time, because there's so many people trading these stocks, the whole platform just was unresponsive. It crashed. It just could not place any sort of orders. Could not do anything. It's just ridiculous. It really is. So that almost seems like that is a way to prevent people from actually placing these orders. It's the same thing with Robinhood as well. When I try to access Robinhood yesterday morning, couldn't do it. I mean, it was frozen. The website wouldn't load. Nothing would work. So that in itself is also a form of manipulation where they are. I understand if there's an influx of users. If there is an influx of users, it's going to slow down the system. It's going to cause some problems. But this was for hours. I was looking in the morning, pretty much when the market opened at 9:30. Things just kind of weren't responsive anymore. I couldn't even access my account. Then, about an hour later, there was a limited availability. I could finally log in. I tried to place an order, and it went through, but then I canceled it, and it just kept appearing and disappearing, appearing and disappearing, and it was all over the place. Incredibly strange. Later in the day I checked, nothing would load. So this was pretty much an all-day thing. An all-day thing that this was happening. It was just absolutely insane. So that almost seems like that was intentional as well, to prevent people from buying these companies, because when you buy them, those hedge funds that profit billions of dollars, that have billions of dollars, while you were home, lost your job, don't have any source of income, you're getting $600 stimulus checks that don't help you in any sort of way, you can't feed your family, you can't feed your kids, you can't feed yourself. While you're stuck in that mindset and things that are happening to you in your life, these hedge funds are making billions of dollars by short selling these stocks here. So that's why people are really upset. And that's why people are buying these companies, because they want to screw those hedge funds over, billions and millions of dollars, and they want the money to be redistributed back to the actual people. Why these companies have so much money, these billions and billions of dollars anyway, why is that not distributed among the people? It should be. People need, especially after this year, people need as much financial help as possible because of what the government did. But that was all for today. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. You all take care, have a great one, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.